Hi, everyone. Sean Gilliam here. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, Real Estate on the Front Range. I wish you a happy new year. Here we are in 2024 and into our first monthly market update. So we're going to take a look at the data from December, see how 2023 finished off, and see what we might expect looking forward as we get into the new year. So stay tuned. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Real Estate on the Front Range, my podcast where I cover all things real estate here on the Front Range in Northern Colorado. Join me to get market updates, tips, and information on relevant topics to make sure you're fully informed before you buy or sell your next home. This is Sean Gilliam, your host, and I look forward to you joining me on Spotify, Google, Apple, or whatever your favorite podcast is for the latest episodes. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and dive right into the data. We're going to be taking a look at the year-over-year difference. So December of 2023 versus December of 2022. And we'll highlight the percent difference so you can kind of see how 2023 went overall compared to 2022. Let's start with the number of closed sales, up 7.6% compared to last year at this time. Days on market till sale. And again, this metric takes a look at from the day you listed the house until it went under contract or the seller accepted an offer. And that is up 21.5%. So 79 days before a home goes under contract in Boulder County. Median sales price is at $775,000. That's down 3.1% from last year at this time. The average sales price is at $935,000 and some change, and that's down 3.2% from 2022. And then the percent of list price received is 97.4, and that's actually up 0.9% from December of 2022 when it was at 96.5. And then the inventory of homes for sale is at 397, and that's up 12.8% from December of 2022 when it was at 352. And then our month supply of inventory is at 1.7, and that's up 21.4% compared to December of 2022 when it was at 1.4. So that is the data for Boulder County year over year. Now I want to highlight the month over month change because it helps give some perspective. Taking a look here for Boulder County, this is comparing December of 2023 to November. So the average days on market, again, was 79, and that's up 16.4% from what it was at back in November. And then the average sales price, again, is at $935,000, and that's down 21% from what it was in November. Inventory of homes for sale is at 397, and that's down 39% from what it was in November. And I have a partial explanation for that. Sometimes listings, when they're put on the MLS, have an expiration date, and I think a lot of people put it right at the end of the year. And then also a lot of people pulled their homes off the market during the month of December because of the holidays. And so they wanted to not have to show their house or anything like that until the new year. So we'll see some of that inventory increase when we look at January's data. But that's my suggestion for why that inventory dropped so low. And then the percent of list price received is about the same as it was in November, 97.4%. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here at Larimer County. Closed sales, 258. That's up 0.8% from December of 2022. Days on market until sale is 71. That's up 1.4% compared to December of 2022 when it was at 70. Median sales price is at $549,000. That's down 0.6% from December of 2022 when it was at $552,000. The average sales price is at $668,849. That's up 2.6% from December of 2022 when it was just over $652,000 as an average sales price for a home. Percent of list price received is 98.2. That's up 0.2% from December of 2022 when it was at 98%. Inventory of homes for sale is at 626. That's actually up 5.6% from December of 2022 when it was at 593. And the month supply of inventory is at 1.8, and that's up 20% from December of 2022 when it was at 1.5. Now I want to highlight the month over month difference. For Larimer County, the average days on market is again 71, and that's up 7.3% from November of 2023. Average sales price is up 3.2% from November of 2023. The inventory was down 22.5% compared to November of 2023. And again, my reasoning for that is just because so many people took their homes off the market for the holidays, and or the listing expired in the MLS. Percent of list price received is 98.2, and that's down 0.2%. So not a significant change there. All right, let's take a look at Weld County. As you can see here, closed sales 308. That's down 14.4% compared to December of 2022 when it was at 360. Days on market until sale is 72. That's up 20% compared to December of 2022 when it was at 60. Median sales price is just over $492,000 for a home in Larimer County, and that's up 3.6% compared to December of 2022 when it was at $475,000. Average sales price for a home in Larimer County is $553,000, almost $554,000 for a home. That's up 6.8% compared to December 2022 when it was at $518,000. Percent of list price received is 98.9%, and that's up 0.1%, not a significant change compared to December of 2022 when it was at 98.8%. Inventory of homes for sale is 736, and that's down 4.5% compared to December of 2022 when it was at 771. Month supply of inventory is 1.9. That's up 18.8% compared to December of 2022 when it was at 1.6. And then just to highlight that month over month difference, looking at Weld County, average days on market, 72, as I mentioned, that's up 10.2% compared to what it was in November. And the average sales price of a home is at $553,000. That's down 1.7% compared to November. Inventory of homes for sale is down 22.3% compared to November, again, of 2023. And the percent list price received is down 0.2% at 98.9. So not a significant difference there. But again, that inventory dropped rather significantly compared to November. So that is the data for Boulder, Larimer, and Weld counties. And so you can see how the market's trending. I think what's going to happen as we get into 2024, as we are now, as the spring market rolls in every year, it's always busy regardless of what the economy is doing and whatnot. And we're in a situation where mortgage interest rates are starting to go down, and that is beneficial to buyers and sellers alike. Buyers will have more purchasing power, and that will help get the current inventory moving, and maybe even entice some sellers to get back onto the market. So we'll see what happens. Right now, mortgage interest rates are at 6 point. Let me pull it up here, actually. Right now, they're at 6.88%, so they're hopping up 0.11% as of today, and that's for a 30-year fixed rate conventional loan. So they've hopped up a little bit, but at least they're staying in the sixes. They're forecasting that we're going to see rates get down into the fives, possibly by year end, and gradually going down through the sixes until we get there. So I think that will help us to have a more robust spring market. Again, seasonally, we always have more activity in the spring, but it might bring even more buyers back on the market just because the rates are getting into a more favorable position for them to have more purchasing power and get a lower monthly payment. So we'll see how this all plays out. If you need help with buying or selling a home, don't hesitate to get in touch. Now is the time to get yourself ready. If you're a buyer, to go ahead and talk with a lender and get pre-approved, find out how much home you can afford and what your monthly payment will likely look like, so you can see if it's a good option for you or not. I think there's a lot of people right now with other life expenses that their monthly mortgage payment is just too much for them to handle. And that's okay. It is what it is. But it's a good thing at least to find out so that you can see if it's feasible for you to purchase a home. If it is, we can get the ball rolling there and start looking at homes and finding out where you want to live and what kind of house you want to live in and all those kinds of things. So also for sellers, if you're in a situation where you're thinking about moving, but we're kind of waiting, you're enjoying in all probability, the low interest rate that you have on your mortgage. If you have one, I threw out a statistic in my market forecast that 92% of Colorado homeowners that have a mortgage have a rate that's below 5%. So it's hard for people to be motivated to move if they're going to give up that low rate and potentially get into a home with a higher interest rate if they have to get a loan. So that being said, as these rates go lower, it might be something for you to consider if you want to sell your home and get into that home, whether you need to move for you're downsizing or you need to add some space for a growing family, whatever the case may be. But it's always good to get the actual numbers so you can make the best decision moving forward. So go ahead and get in touch. You can reach me here at 970-313-6706. And I look forward to talking to you soon.